I have a problem. I've been making these funny little guys for a while now, and these are D&D minifigures, and I use them to help me carry the story along in my D&D campaigns. And I have everybody in my party. I have Caden, Cecilia, Bryson, Connor, and even Henry. But I'm missing one person. And it's my duty as a dungeon master to make it so everybody can have the most immersive experience possible. And if one of my players doesn't have a character that's fully painted, how can I even expect them to play? So this figurine's already pre-primed, so we don't have to really do anything except paint it. Which is really nice because I don't like priming things because it takes too long. Let's start with the cape. I think red would be a good color for the cape. So I have two different types of paints here. I have water soluble paints, which are made by Bone, which, I mean, not a sponsor, I guess, but it. And then I have another type of paint, which is the Army Painter, like war paint, which is kind of classic for pretty much all D&D stuff, along with Warhammer as well. Okay, we've painted the cape, so that's how that's looking right now. Here, get some more light on that. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think we might have to do a second coat on the cape, but we're gonna have to wait for that to dry. So let's move on to the sword. We're going to use bronze, but we're going to call it gold. Okay, so this is the gold armor done. It looks a little messy right now, like there's a little bit of gold on his face and the sword's not quite perfect, but I think for like a rough shape out, which is kind of what you do when you're painting these guys, it's pretty good. So it's just gonna be more detail stuff now. I mean, I have to get his face and his hair too, but then it'll just be details. Alright, I'm gonna do his hair next. Okay, that's the hair done. Now, let's move on to the skin. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these thicker brushes with a little bit stiffer bristles. I'm just gonna get the littlest bit of paint on the end of it, and I am going to go over this gold armor with a little bit of the Play-Mo. This is gonna give it kind of a little bit more, I don't know, like texture, you know? And this process is called dry brushing. You might have heard it before, but I think it is a very good technique for painting, and we should all use it. Now that we have that done, it's time to get into something a little bit more unique. So we've been kind of doing pretty basic painting so far, I would say. But here's something that I think would, or not a lot of people do. So anything on like the downward, like a downward surface, like the bottom of this guy's, cape, right there, right? That's gonna be painted black, and it just gives it a really nice texture, or a really nice like look to it. That's what I'm gonna be doing now. Alright, so the little fella has dried. So now it's time to put on the wash. Also, if you don't like and subscribe, you hate cancer patients.